Lily Afshar, an Iranian-American artist, has been recognized as one of the foremost classical guitarists of our time. She's also a composer and a professor of music at University of Memphis. In my first question, I asked her about her near future plans.
Well, I'm about to finish the term at the University of Memphis for this semester, and then I will be going to Iran for the summer vacation. And during the summer, I will be performing and teaching in Iran, and also arranging and composing and preparing my concerts for the fall. I recently got back from California, where I performed for the Farhang Foundation with the Pacific Symphony at Segerstrom Auditorium.
I asked Lily Afshar about her experience playing along other famous professionals.
It's really great to work with professionals, because if you're playing duets or if you're playing with orchestra, you really only need 2 rehearsals. And you understand each other musically, and you can communicate without even speaking by the way you play. And so I love doing that, and I just performed some duets at my own guitar festival here at the University of Memphis with another famous guitarist, and I will continue to perform with orchestra. In fact, next spring, I'm going to perform a new concerto written for me called the Persian Concerto. And that's going to be performed with South Arkansas Symphony. So it's really, I look forward to performing with more professional musicians as time goes.
On the subject of going back to her roots and her connections to Iran, Lily Afshar says,
I just thought that I'm playing on international stage and I don't have any Persian repertoire to play. So I decided that I would start arranging music, folk music, for the guitar from Iran. So I have now developed a big repertoire of Persian folk songs and Azeri folk songs that I play in my concerts, and it has made me a unique guitarist. I was away from Iran for 20 years and I really missed it. I felt a gap in my heart and in my life. So I have been able to fill that gap as much as possible in the last 21 years, going back and forth. So I feel like I'm a happier person because of my travels to Iran and my connection to it. And it's fulfilled me. And but musically, you know, I do meet some musicians once in a while in Iran, but really I do all of this music on my own. So I have not, except a few times, I have not collaborated with musicians there. I've played with the orchestra a few times, but I would like to do more of that and collaborate with musicians there. Iran was just a personal thing for me to go back there and meet, to tell you the truth, working with the guitar students there is very interesting and heartwarming for me. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I was trying to pick up the guitar and learn it. And I have so much knowledge to offer to them, and they're always very grateful.
I was very eager to know how Lily Afshar's performances have been received in Iran comparing to US and elsewhere.
When I play in Iran, for example, I have to play 2 nights in a row in Tehran. The concerts are packed and I get a lot of enthusiasm. In other parts of the world, they're used to so much guitar concerts and so many varied concerts. They're enthusiastic, but not as much as they are in Iran. It's incredible, the response that I get over there in Iran. And they even ask me for a 3rd night, and I'm always booked up all summer long there.
I asked Lily Afshar about her teaching career.
The day after I received my doctorate, I was invited to teach at the University of Memphis in the School of Music. And that was 32 years ago. So I've been a professor now at the University of Memphis. And I have undergraduate, master's, and doctoral students that I teach and prepare for a concert career or for a teaching career. So I've been enjoying doing that, and it has been a steady thing in my life. And plus the performing, it's a nice balance. And for recording, performing, teaching, it's great. I enjoy doing all of this.
My last question was about Lily Afshar's future plan.
I want to continue with my arranging. Now, arranging also includes a lot of composing because you have to come up with different ways of presenting a melody and harmonizing it and making it interesting every time it repeats. I'd like to do more. I've already published 3 books of my arrangements. I'd like to do more of those, and more Azari music and more Persian music, and bring that to my audiences in the West.